Love it. So pretty. Look at those colors. This label, they are waterproof. So cute. Love it. Hi beautiful people, it's Rinsky. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're continuing our collaboration with MUNBYN. Their thermal printer is already a favorite for printing shipping labels for small businesses, but did you know it can also print custom sticker logos to add a personal touch and brighten someone's day? I also created these QR code labels using the MUNBYN Editor app to organize some of my storage bins, kitchen cupboards, and more. All the materials and the thermal printer I will be using in this video will be linked below in my description box, and I have available discount codes for you, so go ahead and check them out. Alright friends, let's head over to my laptop to show you everything I created. Now we're inside the MUNBYN Editor app. I've already created my online account here and started browsing through all their ready-made designs and templates. There were so many cute options in here. A few really caught my eye, so I marked them as favorites. That way, whenever I need something for a specific occasion, I can just head to my collections right here at home. Head over this to my collections and grab it quickly. So these are all the templates and designs that I will be using in my future projects. Alright, let's jump over to my projects right here and see what I've got. In here, you'll see some of the labels I've already created to save time, especially these QR codes I generated right inside the app. I'll show you how I made those in just a bit. Before we move on to printing, I want to revisit our first test from the previous video. On the screen, you'll see the difference between the two flower labels. The one on the left is from our first test, and the one on the right is the correct template. You can always double check the label size by tapping the three dots icon that you can find at the bottom right of this image. Like for example, this one right here. You'll see all the information and what's the size of this label right here. So remember the first test, we print this design to the 2.25 inch template, but it's supposed to be printed in the 2 inch. And by checking this information right here by the image, it will help make sure that you're using the right size before printing. There's definitely a lot to explore inside the MUNBYN Editor app. It took me a little time to learn everything, and I've already written down a few suggestions in my notes to help improve the app even more. Okay, now let's take a look at this one in my collection. I used this template to customize the design. Recently, a dear longtime friend of ours lost his father, and we wanted to create something meaningful for him. We thought a handmade memorial glass piece featuring the dirt bike his dad used to ride would be a better way or a beautiful way to honor his memory. Moving on, I made some heart-shaped chocolate fudge for family and friends last Valentine's Day, and it was such a hit that I decided to make another batch as gifts for everyone this coming Easter Sunday. I wanted to make them feel extra special, so I picked this design right here, Easter one, and customize it and add happy. And to add an even bigger smile to their faces, I customized another template that will stick onto the packaging and edited this one right here, chocolate. So instead of putting the dates on best before, I put the label to say, well, until it's gone. I laughed to myself while adding that phrase to the packaging because it's just so true. Those chocolates disappear within a week, even if the label says the best before date is 3 weeks out. Last but definitely not least, and I'm truly excited for this part, is using the app to generate QR codes. And not just for social media links, but for real life organization. I've already created this QR codes right here for my kitchen cupboard, Christmas beans, stud rooms, and even some storage bins right here I'll be using in the future. What I love about these pre-made codes is that I can use them anytime and update them whenever I added or changed items inside my bins. I also store my extra supplies way up on the top shelf so high I can't see what's actually back there. So I created QR codes for my kitchen cupboard. Now I can scan the QR code and instantly see what's on those top shelves without dragging everything out from the front. Total time saver. So these are the QR codes that I made here, I generated here inside the MUNBYN editor app. But before that, I will show you in my Google Drive on how to create those links and able to generate those codes here in MUNBYN editor app. So in able to generate QR codes from the MUNBYN editor app, we need to open my Google Drive in here and copy the link. So I already made these folders right here ahead of time, and we want to focus in the kitchen cupboard right here. So we will click this one right here, and there are subfolders like left and right, and we need to focus on the right side for now. And I marked them as R-1, another subfolder in the sub, and R-2. So we're gonna click this one, and you'll see a lower, middle, and upper. These are my lower shelf, middle shelf, and upper shelf. So in able to get the link from this specific shelvings right here, all we need to do is to click this 3 dots right here. It says more actions. Okay, click that one, click the share, and copy link. Then we will go paste this one in the MUNBYN editor. Alright, back to our MUNBYN editor app. We already copied the link from our Google Drive, and all we need to do is to open this barcode right here on the left side, and then choose this QR code, and then enter the value right here. You just paste what we copied in the link from my Google Drive and hit done. So you'll see right here, okay, this is your new QR code for that specific link for that shelves. So do this one by one for every bin or category you want a QR code for. Each link you copy will become its own QR code inside the MUNBYN editor app. From there, we'll paste those links into the app and turn them into printable QR labels with MUNBYN thermal printer, so everything is scannable, organized, and easy to find. Everything looks good, so let's go ahead and print these labels. Since I'm already working on my laptop, I am printing directly from here and using the Bluetooth connection to send these labels wirelessly to the printer. So let's start this one. We'll be using a 3x2-inch label sticker in pink. So what we're going to do is just to open this one right here. Alright, and hit the print button. And then my computer is scanning for the Bluetooth feature of my thermal printer. Okay, and then pair it with. So you'll see the blue light indicates that it's already activate the Bluetooth feature. So I will just need to print only one for this one. So just click Bluetooth printing. Alright. Finish. So you just exit this one. Since the label is still there, I want to print another labels, and we'll just need to go back right here. And I want to print this label, the homemade chocolate fudge. Alright, I think I want to print like 10 of this one. Decided to print. And then print quantity is change it from 1 to right there, 10 pieces, and just hit the Bluetooth printing. And hit the finish. Now we need to exit this one and go back. Alright, now we've done printing with those pink labels. Now we need to move on to print this kitchen covered Christmas beans study rooms in 4x6 shipping labels. I need just one copy for this study room, one copy for the kitchen covered, and I need 3 copies for Christmas beans. So let's do this one first, the study room. Okay, and then just hit the print. Alright, and then Bluetooth printing. Just one copy. Alright, finish, exit, and then need to go back and do the kitchen covered. And then print. Bluetooth printing. And finish. Then the last printing for the shipping label is my Christmas beans. We need to print this. Alright, so I need that 3 copies. And then Bluetooth printing. And it's done. So exit this one, and we need to go back. Alright guys, back to our printing. I'm having an internet connection with my Wi-Fi here. So I just want to let you know that this Happy Easter sticker, I printed this one with the 2-inch sticker that they sent it to me together with my thermal printer. So we'll go ahead to my table and use these stickers to my packaging. So here's how I prepackaged the memorial glass sublimation piece. I wrap it in tissue paper, secure it with a bit of packaging tape, and finish it off with a label we printed earlier that says, "Sorry for your loss, our family love your dad." So right now we're going to build this candy box. Just like this, flip it back. Just fold all the crease inwards, just like this. We have to do that first. Now that we already built our boxes, because since we have pink, I think I want some yellow. And that box just like that. Okay, then we have this homemade chocolate fudge. And then we need to close this one just like this. Close the slit like that. So cute. Now, like, I want a purple. Then I'll stick it just like this. Then I got this homemade chocolate fudge. And we put it in here. Homemade chocolate fudge. Then I grab another candy box design in white to add a little color variation. I filled it with paper shreds and chocolates and finish it off with our Easter label and the playful best before, saying, "Well, until it's gone." Aren't they just the cutest? I'm sure everyone is going to love this treat. Now that the Easter stickers are done, let's jump over to our printed QR codes. I'm cutting each one out individually, then sticking them onto cardstock so they're sturdy. After that, I will replace the old labels on my storage bins with these fresh new QR codes later on. Here's a quick look of my storage bins before and after inside my study room. Now with my phone, I can scan this QR code just like this. And then go to my Google Drive. So now instead of putting L1 before, which is this one, L1, I put an L1 in my Google Drive and add a picture, whatever, inside the box later on. So all I need to do is to click the scan and we'll take a picture what's inside the box. So I'm gonna bring out this box for you to see what's inside, so I don't need to dig down every time. So with the Google Drive and the folder that I organize in my drive, I will just take a picture just like this, what's inside the box, and you can resize it like that or whatever you want to resize it to capture what's inside this box, and keep and then save. And you can always rename what's part of the box, and you can just add which hat and then hit the done and upload. As simple as that. So what else inside the box? Then I have this cooler like this. Then all I need to do is to scan again and then take a picture, keep it, and save. And then rename it as cooler, and then done, and then upload. Then we'll do all the same things, scan all the barcodes and take a picture of that, so that way it's easier to find for me, not pulling out all these bins and look what's inside. So I can just look inside my phone and, you know, from there I know whatever items inside that particular bin. So as simple as that. Alright, I'm done organizing and putting all the labels with the QR codes in my storage bin inside the study room. Now we'll move forward to the Christmas beans. So I want to show you a real quick that these are the QR codes that we made earlier in our MUNBYN editor app, and then now I just want to show you how to scan this once again. Like for example this one right here. Alright, let's say on the top. Alright, and then now I have this already done a little bit organization for that particular bin number 2. So what's inside in that bin, Christmas bin, is this one. I can click and show you what is this one, Pandora white ornaments. So it will look like this in your screen. Is it so nice that you get to get organized with the picture and label at the same time? I love this. I love this application. And what's inside that Christmas bin is another Santa and snowman glass artwork and white bead garland. So that's pretty much it, how you taking a picture and save it and rename it using your Google Drive. And plus, of course, the QR code that we generated from the MUNBYN editor app. It is so quick and easy. I'm loving it. And yeah, we will just cut this, all of this one, and I will put this in the Christmas bins. And later on, I will just separate this one and I will put this in my kitchen cupboard. I'll be back a bit. Alright, now I'm here in our family room and you'll see some of this Christmas stuff still laying around here. And what we need to do in these 2 Christmas beans, I have 6 Christmas beans laying around in here somewhere, but this is just an example to, you know, use this QR codes that we generated from our MUNBYN editor app and stick those sticker label, the QR code that we made in here, and update this label or just put additional QR code underneath it, because throughout the years we accumulated a lot of ornaments, white glass ornaments, and I don't really know how they look like unless I need to dig inside that storage bin one by one, and it's not time saving. So by scanning those QR codes that we made earlier, it's easier for me to look inside my phones what's really inside in that bin without pulling everything out one by one. Alright, now we're here in my kitchen. I usually stash our extra items way up on the top of my kitchen cupboard so high that I forget what even to put up there. So when I finally need something, I ended up pulling one by one everything down just to see what's behind on those items right here. So I usually grab my stepping stool and start pulling everything out to see what I have behind in this items right here in the front. So I go like this and see that I have lots of empty jars in here for future crops. I usually stack them in here, different sizes and variety. And I do have some barbecue sauces in here. I don't even remember what flavor each one of them. And some Idaho fudge right here, all the way that I can't reach that way right there. So remember the QR codes that we made inside our MUNBYN editor app. So what we're gonna do right now is to put this label, all right, to put this label in the cabinet just like this, and we will pull this sticker and I will just put it in here just like that. So the same thing that we're gonna do on the right side of my culvert right here is to put the QR codes label, and we will scan this each one of them. All right, so I put that upper, middle, and lower shelf. So we will organize that later on. So that's pretty much it for organizing the kitchen cupboard, and to know what's, you cannot reach there to know what's behind this front items right there. So in order to save time when you go to your grocery list, oh, I have this, oh, I don't need to buy this one because I have this that I cannot reach on top of the shelf, and now I can see it right here through QR codes. All right, perfect. Now we're done sticking these QR code labels here in my kitchen cupboard. All we need to do is to scan each one of them. So this upper label right here is our upper shelf, middle, and lower shelf. So I will show you how to scan this one, and then like that. So whatever in my upper board right now, upper kitchen cupboard right now, I can see now behind of these items right here in the front. Okay, I took a picture of that like that, and I know what items behind of this right here. So right there, So I have this different sauces right here, barbecue sauces, and even the empty jar right there. Different sizes that I have. Pretty cool, huh?
You've got a message.
Oops. I know. All right. So just like that. So the same thing. If I want to scan this middle shot right here, okay, I will just go in my camera and focus that to my middle one. That's right. Come on, focus. There you go. And, oops, go back. I need the middle one, please. There you go. Okay, and see right here. So I'm still in the process of doing this pictures organization. So I just put it right there, middle front. So what looks like the middle front, and I want to take a picture behind of those items right there, what I don't have or what I have already, so I don't buy double things in the grocery store. So such like that. So that's pretty much it. So I'm loving this QR code labels that we made in the MUNBYN editor app, and it makes my life easier. I love it. One more thing that you guys want to know about this MUNBYN thermal printer, this label, they are waterproof. So I'm gonna test this one out for you to see. This is like a small bottle of water, and we'll just go spray it at the label. Spray amount of water. And as you can see, it's already wet in here, and you see it didn't even scrub off in of this printing right here. Unlike the inkjet printer, it will scrub the print. So this is one good thing when you're shipping your products with the shipping label like this. Even it's raining outside, the delivery man would still see the prints very clearly and scan this code nicely. If you're looking for a thermal printer, the MUNBYN 403B is such a great choice. It's amazing for printing your own shipping labels, but as you've seen in this video, it can do so much more. You can customize ready-made templates and designs to fit your styles and your needs. I love organizing and labeling whenever I get the chance. Honestly, I'll label everything or anything. If I could put a label on someone I love, I stick one right on their forehead that says, "You're mine." One of my favorite features of this printer is creating QR codes for my storage bins and kitchen cabinets. It's been so fun, and I love that I can print the QR codes on a full 4x6 shipping label and cut them down individually. You don't need to buy pre-made QR codes labels from third-party sellers. You can make your own and print them right from your MUNBYN thermal printer. That's wrap up for our today's tutorial. If this video helped you, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, and don't forget to turn that notification bell button on so you don't miss any of my new upcoming videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!